Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Live Younger community call, our Monday morning miracle call. And today is Monday, December 19th, 2022. We are 2 days away from the longest night of the year. And then the light comes back, everybody. Yay! And we're in light therapy. So this is pretty cool. The light is returning after the 21st. And Christmas is around the corner. And if you celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Welcome to our chat. My name is Michelle Niels, and I'm your host today. I live in Fort Collins, Colorado. And this is our chance. If you're new, this is our community call every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific. I will say next Monday, we are not going to be meeting. We are taking the Christmas holiday, the day after Christmas off. So we won't be here next Monday. So I wanted to welcome the new people. If you are new, if you've never been on the call before, I do hope you'll take a brave step and let us know who you are and where you're calling from. We'd love to welcome new people to our community. So we've been meeting for a couple of years now, maybe even 3 years. Every Monday morning to share our love of the patches, our stories, our questions, our testimonials. And the best way to work this so that it's
relax.
Make sure you're muted if you're joining the call so that we don't distract each other. So the best way to let me know that you have a question is to go to the bottom of your screen. And most of us do have this button at the bottom. It's a reaction button, and you touch that and then it'll show raise hand, and you just click on that button and then I'll know to call on you. But all questions are welcome. We love to hear your stories. And even if you've shared a story before, there's many people that may not have heard it. This is our jump start to the week. It's a great way to start the week and just lift each other up. So who would like to start? Oh, I do want to make a little disclaimer. Please do, when you do your share, keep your story limited to symptoms. We don't name any disease states because our patches don't diagnose or treat or heal or prevent any disease or disease condition. So to stay compliant, just stick with symptoms and tell us which patches you used and where, because sometimes we put them in unusual places. So we've got 3 hands up, starting with Victoria and then Darlene and then Sunshower. So go ahead, Victoria. Welcome.
So good morning, everybody. I give you the final installment of the saga of the surgery of the hand. Had the trapezium bone removed November 21st. Used my patches, a little competitive with myself. Last year, I had the same surgery done on the left hand, and I was healed in 32 days when they told me it'd be about 6 months. So I was determined that I was going to heal the right hand in 30 days because why not? I went to the doctor on Friday and I was cleared, and that was 25 days. No splint, great movement in the hand. I can do a lot of things that I have some friends who had the very same surgery. One had the same surgery a month before me, and she's just getting to this point. So what I used, of course, I use X39 every day. And since adding on X49 and it's an everyday patch, it's always there too. The 3 days before the surgery, glutathione went on every single day. Normally I'm a 3 times a weeker on that one. The day of the surgery, when I came out, I had a big dressing half cast on my hand. X39 got tucked right under the cast. Ice Wave tan patch under the cast here, and tucked under the other end of the cast there. I continued to use glutathione for 3 or 4 days every day after the surgery. I switched to Ice Wave at nighttime and did the same thing with the energy enhancers during the daytime. Got the stitches out at 10 days, and he said it looked fantastic. And then from there, I was on some heavy duty pain pills for the first 3 days. And when I reached, that was Monday, on Thanksgiving morning, I no longer needed my heavy duty pain pills, and I used Ice Wave for 2 more days after that. And then I was done. No Tylenol, no over the counter, no anything. So that's my story, and my scar is barely visible too.
Victoria, I'm sure that you had anesthesia, right? This was a major surgery.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh.
The bone, they physically removed the bone from my hand.
And your recovery from the anesthesia was probably much easier with the glutathione to detoxify, right?
Yeah. Well, hospitals, we all know hospitals are not clean places.
No.
So that's why the glutathione was every single day.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for keeping us up to date on your
Sure.
recovery. Yeah.
Oh, also Eon at night too.
Okay. Beautiful. Thanks, Victoria. Darlene, then Sunshower Rose, then Linda, and then Carol Lee.
Hi.
Hi, Darlene.
I don't know why, but for the last 2 nights, I have had a cramp in my right foot. And the first night it woke me up and it was like, no matter what I did, it wasn't doing anything. And I got up and I put an Alavita patch on the bottom of my foot. And by the time I walked back to the bed, the cramp was gone. So
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You Alavita.
night, it happened again, but before I actually.
Uh-oh. I think we lost you for a minute, Darlene.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So go back a few seconds, something like the next night. What were you saying?
Then last night, I got the cramp in the same foot, same place, but before I actually went to sleep. So I took the Alavita patch off that I had below my belly button and put it on my foot, and instantly the cramp went away. So if you end up with cramps in your feet or legs, sure works for me.
Oh my goodness, who would think Alavita? We just find some unusual. Because I shared on one of these calls that I took the Eon off, like I think I had it on the vagus nerve here behind my mastoid bone behind my ear, and I put it on a cramp that I had in my foot, the Eon, which makes a little bit, it's a little more logical. But there you go with Alavita. Wow, beautiful.
I think Robin is the one who told me to try Alavita.
Wow. Well, for all who are listening, you know what this really shows is, let's say you're out and about and you only have one patch on you. It might be carnosine, it might be, who knows? Just use it.
That's right.
I have a friend who says, if it's crystal technology, why not hold the patch and bless it and just put your intention in as you apply it? So that's another idea. All right, Sunshower Rose, Linda, Carol Lee, Francesca, and Heidi. Wow, we got a really great, enthusiastic group this morning. Go ahead, Sunshower.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Let's see. For those that are new, I think I'll mention a story that I have said before. My whole entire life, I was not able to smell. Everybody goes, oh, then you couldn't taste. Well, I could taste. Not sure if I could taste as well as most people, but yeah, I could taste. Well, I've been very consistent with my X39 for 2.5 years. And wouldn't you know, in July, just before our aromatherapy mists come out, I have a smeller. So that's one story that's
Beautiful.
pretty amazing. I've got a few others. Right now, I'm working on my ringing of the ears, and Dr. Tom had mentioned to use energy enhancers behind my ear on the mastoid. And I'm alternating that with Ice Wave every other day, and to use Eon as well. So I'm working on that. We'll see how that goes. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm pretty nasal this morning. And so I have this major like cough cold thing going. I'm hacking and all that. So right now I'm going to ask you your advice, everybody. I have the glutathione right here on the lung spot. So I just wondered if anybody else had an idea.
So are your symptoms mostly in the head, or is there some in the throat?
Hardly any in the throat, more in the bronchial and the
Bronchioles
nasal.
and the
Mhm.
nasal. Well, you know, the bronchioles are definitely part of the lungs, so that's probably okay. I know that Dr. Karen Kahn does a whole thing, a video on her YouTube channel about sinus and applying patches, specific patches here. It's been a while since I've seen it. I think it's Ice Wave, but if someone like Robin or someone has another thought and wants to jump in,
I'm going to jump in with colloidal silver. I sniff it every morning. I take at least a capful and I take it on my tongue. And if I get a cold, I take one every 2 hours, a capful. So colloidal silver at the highest parts per million that you can find.
Yep, I'm doing the colloidal silver, but not that many times a day. Good idea, Heidi.
all right, is that helpful, Sunshine? I would go to Dr. Karen Kahn's YouTube channel.
Okay.
And Kahn is K-A-N, Dr. Karen Kahn. Do you know about her?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And, you know, in the chat, I just noticed someone is asking, where did Darlene put the patch? On the cramp or a particular place? I'm pretty sure Darlene said she put it right on her cramp, on her foot. And if I'm wrong, Darlene, then correct me in the chat. Okay, Linda, you're next, then Carolee, then Francesca.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. I want to share from yesterday. Somehow I strained or pinched my shoulder arm area up here so that I couldn't raise my arm like this without stabbing pains. And I went, oh no. And I grabbed my Ice Wave, both of them this time. And I put the tan one right on where the pain was, and then the white one over here. And I could feel it working. And really, like, within, I don't know, half an hour, I could do this again.
Oh, yay!
So, yeah,
Just Ice Wave.
just Ice Wave, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Beautiful.
I forgot I had it on, so I found him on my arm this morning.
We do that. We forget we leave them on longer than 12 hours sometimes. And then,
Yeah.
you know, as long as you take a 12-hour break, it's not the end of the world, I tell people.
Yeah.
I'm going to share real quick because it's an Ice Wave story before we bring Carolee. So after watching David Schmidt's pain webinar, which, as Robin has said, is phenomenal, and I've already shared it with a lot of people in my downline and a couple of prospects. But he mentions if you have whole body pain, which I did a little bit of a bigger workout one day, and then I had 3 massages that were kind of tough, and I was just sore all over. So I did the 2 Ice Waves here on either side of the sternum, and then 2 on the bottom of my feet. And within probably about an hour, that achy kind of all over body pain was gone. It's completely gone. Did you have another question, Linda? Or are you done?
No, thank you. Just thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you. All right, Carolee, and then Francesca, and then Heidi.
Good morning. This is an update on a customer that I have. He got COVID 2 years ago. As a result, he had severe heart issues. And a year ago, I started him on X39, and instantly he felt energy. And the next time he went to the doctor, one of his tests had gone up from a terrible number to a closer to normal number. And I won't share all that. But this last time, he said he was supposed to have surgery, and he said on a valve, and he said, the doctor said it's strangely healed and he doesn't need surgery. He said that he's giving X39 the credit. So isn't that just amazing? I just love that.
I love that. And this was a medical doctor?
Uh-huh.
Did your friend say that the doctor asked, what are you doing, or not?
He did tell the doctor, and the doctor is not interested in hearing more about it, but my friend is convinced. So
Some will, some won't. Yeah.
exactly.
So what
Yeah.
next? Oh, that's a great story, Carolee. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, we have Francesca.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Thank
and
you
there's a few
for having-
gentlemen.
I'm sorry. Sorry, what'd you say?
I said there's a few gentlemen too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I started the patches November 5th. And I've had a chronic pain in my bladder and my lower area there, the general area, for about 7 years now. It's been chronic, debilitating, brutal, a lot of pain, living with pain night and day, going to the bathroom 43 times a day was the last checked. Now, about 2 weeks before I started the patches, I went and did a calendar, you know, every time I went to the bathroom, I just cataloged, right? And on the calendar, 43 days average that I went to the bathroom. So when I started the patch, the first week I felt a relief. I could tell there was a change in the pain, in the overall well-being, not just the pain area, but just an overall well-being that had completely, my whole countenance, everything was just constantly pain driven, pain monitoring, constant pain. Well, then after that, I went, they did a cystoscopy. Afterwards, I was hurting. I kept putting the patches. I was using X39, 12 hours, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. And then Linda suggested I take the Aon from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So morning and night, so to remove the inflammation. Well, then I was okay. I recovered a little bit better than I thought I would. I thought, oh, this thing is working. Still pain was there. The following week, they did a biopsy in another area, in the general area there, which was painful, which had to recover. So I was praying, I'm like, please work, please work. Then when I returned back to the gynecologist and he did that treatment, he looked at me and he said, well, the only way that we can treat this, he said, is with what is that? Anyway, what is that called?
A procedure where they have to cut on you?
No, it was a procedure where they put a light on, like not radiation, but something else. I forget what the word is. And he said, well, the insurance will not cover it. Not your insurance, any insurance will not cover it. I'm like, okay, but I didn't tell him I was on the patch. I just left it alone. I don't want anyone to talk me out of it, to discredit me, to give me these little funny faces. I'm in pain, I'm hurting, and this is the only thing that I'm feeling a little better with. So I kept on going, and Linda was supporting me. She was calling me, how are you doing? And that's another thing I just love about you ladies and Linda, that there's that support system that guides you through it in those really critical times. It's very important because you're all alone in this world with this pain and there's no one that can help you. So now I started, like I said, November 5th. Today is what, the 19th?
Yeah.
And a couple of days ago, some of the ladies at church go, why are you going so fast? You're walking. You're walking too fast. And like, how come you're walking like that? I'm like, it's because I'm better. It's like I'm picking up momentum. No pain. No pain. There's a little bit of uncomfortable feeling still. I'm still not out of the woods yet, but I see the road. I'm not in the thicket. You know what I mean? I'm not in the thick of the woods, not knowing which direction. Now I'm going towards the street. I see the open field, and it's like, I am good. I am better. Thank you, Jesus. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm picking up momentum. I don't have pain. I'm sitting here talking to you with absolutely no pain. And I still go to the bathroom a little more often than I like, but I am so completely happy. And I've told people, some of them are looking like frowning, like that can't be. It's like, it's too good to be true, right? And so I can't wait until I get more and more into the wellness of it. Some people also have told me that my countenance has changed. My face has softened up, my whole countenance. Well, yeah, I was always in pain, constant pain. So now you look peaceful. Your countenance is softer. Thank you, Jesus. So thank you, this wonderful David Smith, right?
Yes, David Schmidt.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
this guy
He-
is an angel. He's an angel to create something like this.
Yes, he is. We
So,
are.
yeah, so I'm super happy. I have a question, and maybe someone might have advice or opinion. My nails are so thin, they're like paper thin. My hair, I've lost a lot of follicles, like my follicles have shut down, I guess, after chemo years ago. And my hair, I lost a lot of hair. So I have a lot of little spots there. My hair is thin. So I wonder what you guys, you or some of the other ladies would recommend as far as nails, hair, you know, do you know anything that I could use that could help?
Well, Francesca, you've been consistently using X39, right?
Yes.
And are you on 49 as well?
No, right now I'm just X39 and Aeon.
And yeah, just those two, and you got through this whole surgery and this whole procedure with your bladder and all of that. You got through all of that with those two patches? Did I
Yes.
hear you correctly?
Yes.
Okay. So just a thought, I'm sure Dr. Tom will second this. I'm a former nurse. So when the body's under a lot of stress and you're healing something, it will put kind of on the back burner the things that are not as critical, like your hair and your nails. It's like, you don't need that to live, right? So the body will put more energy into the parts of your anatomy and physiology that are critical. So, a lot of times when people experience the virus that was been going around for the last couple of years, a couple months later, they lose their hair. And Heidi's holding up Alavita, probably the Alavita trio, because we're talking skin, skin and I guess hair too. But a lot of people, Francesca, if you're relatively new to the community, which you are, a lot of women and older women, much older than you, reported that just the X39, after a matter of months, I mean, you've only been doing it a month and a half, but after a matter of months, they start noticing more hair growth, and their hair comes back to their original color. If they started to turn gray, then their hair goes back to their original color. So Heidi may have something to share when she comes on, but does anyone else have a thought? I'm going to open it up to the community about what Francesca's asking about hair and nails.
Hey, Michelle, it's Tom.
Hi, Dr. Tom.
Yeah, what a great story. X39 is always the top of the mountain, always, always, always. And I've had some great stories lately about people's nails growing faster and getting healthier with 49. And so they go beautifully together. I saw Sunshower's question about SP6. SP6 is always great for any hormone balance and to accelerate the tweak. And Heidi's right on with the Alavita, because think embryologically, as the embryo is growing, everything that comes from the ectoderm layer, which is the outside, becomes linings of the body. So skin, hair, nails, that's all ectodermal tissue, in addition to the linings of our lungs and the linings of our gut, and every other sinus lining and that kind of thing. So Michelle, you're right on about the the body takes care of what it needs to take care of. And then we get a little traction. And Francesca's story already shows that she's going to have amazing momentum quickly. Like the body's hungry under there. The body's hungry to regain what it was. And the kinds of vitality that we had early, we can remind people of what that was. I like to ask people, when's the last time you felt really great? And they bring that up, and you just remind them that you will feel like that again. The body regenerates. It gets back to the space where it knew it was in the best shape of its life. And sometimes it takes a couple of days or weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alavita's right on. Since we already had an Alavita miracle story today.
You're right on track, Francesca, and you are a beam of light. Thank you so much. What a great story. That story is going to help and bless so many people. Thank you for sharing. And I need to say, are you familiar with Vibrant Living, our Facebook group?
Yes, I just joined. I just got on.
Okay, please share your story on both the Live Younger Facebook group, which in Live Younger, you can mention the patches, the patch names, but in Vibrant Living, you don't want to name the patches.
Okay.
You can say, I use light therapy patches. You can say that. I use light therapy patches to address this situation.
Hang
But-
on. I'm writing it
It's a
down.
good idea to watch the video.
So
Oh,
the-
and as
one is
Robin
different.
says, watch the video on Vibrant Living. When you go on there, there's a video that's pinned at the top, and the two ladies, who are they, Robin? I don't remember their names. Two ladies are sharing like how to post, what's the word I'm looking for, in a way that does
Compliantly. How to post
compliant. That's the word.
compliantly.
Thank you.
Not a real word,
Compliant.
but that's the word that I
Well,
chose.
How to be compliant in your posts. Yes.
Well, you know,
Okay.
when Facebook started, I'm well versed with computer and all that. I'm computer savvy to a certain extent, but I never got well versed in Facebook. So I'm just really learning how to get back on track, but get on the horse, trying to get the communication going with Facebook. So
Francesca, this is Victoria. I'm one of the admins on the Vibrant Living group.
Huh?
Also, there is a search function within each one of the Facebook groups. So if you are looking for anything that deals with hair, nails, feet, whatever, key in that keyword and it will bring you up stories. There are hundreds of stories in there that you can reference. And should you run across somebody who has an issue that you don't have any personal experience with, go to Vibrant Living, type it in, and you'll most likely find a story that will assist you.
and this is through Facebook, Live Vibrantly.
No, Live Vibrantly is my company name. It's Vibrant Living Facebook group.
Facebook, okay. All right. Thank you so much, ladies.
And speak with your sponsor, Francesca, if you have any
Oh,
trouble.
of course. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Talk to
Okay.
Linda, of course.
All right. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for your beautiful share.
Thank you so much.
All right. We have Heidi, and then that's going to bring us to the bottom of the hour. So perfect. Heidi.
Well,
good
Well, I'll be
morning.
really quick. I'm a 52-year-old woman that has been wearing X39 since February 22nd. And on the first day of spring, and I just thought of this story because of the leg cramping from earlier. I'm a motorcyclist. I took my motorcycle out for my first maiden voyage from 2.5 hours north of Bear Lake Valley from where I'm currently living. But I was living in Pocatello, and I got on my motorcycle, had my X39 on my neck. Well, as I was coming around, it was about 52 degrees when I started my ride. And it was about 45 when I came around the lake. It's a 20-mile lake. And my hand started cramping on my gear shifting hand, and then it froze. So it cramped and stuck, and I almost went into the lake, and I got it pulled over. And then I stopped, and I thought, I can't peel my thumb off from my gear shift. It had cramped and it seized up because of my shoulder injury. So I took I took my gear off with my left hand. I got to my right hand. I got to my X39 patch, and I literally put it right on top of the thumb. Within minutes, I was peeling my hand off, and I felt fine. And then I looked at my side of the road, and I went, I'm lucky to be alive.
Aw.
So that's my quick hand cramp story with X39.
I had goosebumps. Oh my gosh. We don't want to lose you, Heidi Noel Miller. You stay here. Look.
I sold the motorcycle so that I wouldn't be my adrenaline junkie. I got to make sure I'm on X39 for a full year, and then X49 for another year, and then I'm buying another motorcycle.
Wow. Wild woman. Thank you for sharing. Oh, everyone, beautiful shares today. Beautiful questions. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dr. Tom, for jumping in. And Robin or Gregory, one of
Hi.
you would like to come on?
Well, hi, we're both here. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
So everyone's invited to wear hats tonight. Headgear is welcome. Thank you, everyone. That was a fabulous call. And Heidi, oh my gosh. You know, so many times if I had like a cramp or something happen, I'd pull one patch, whatever it was, and put it on the spot. It's like whatever's convenient, use it. It works. It's It's amazing. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. And we're winding up the year here. This is our last Monday morning before Christmas. So hope everyone has if we don't see you during the week, hope you have a very wonderful holiday season. Very happy to be with you. And tonight we have our completion with Thursday. Then we're going to continue the process with the questions, and we'll highlight a few questions for tonight and have people share. And what are you most excited about completing for this year? And what's your theme for New Year? What will be in your newsletter? Yeah.
Robin, someone else is saying in the chat, and I'm having the same, your voice is cutting in and out. Having a hard time hearing you. You're frozen and your video is frozen.
It's sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully
Okay,
later I'll get closer to the
we're
router.
catching about
So
every
I
other
won't take
word.
much longer. Great job. Yeah. Oh, no. Let me see is that better if I move a little bit?
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Okay. All right. So tonight we're gonna, we're sending out the questions in the newsletter. So you get to pick a few and share.
Frozen.
Monday is the day after Christmas. Can you hear me?
Now I can. You were frozen for a few seconds again.
Okay. We're going to do. So we need a day to recover after Christmas, right?
Yes. No,
And we'll
no
do the
calls
same
on
the
Monday.
next week. Yeah.
I'm going to
yeah,
just repeat. I'm going to repeat, Robin. No calls next Monday, the 26th. Okay.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll write it all in the newsletter. I apologize for our internet.
Okay.
Did you see that?
Okay, you cut out again, Robin, but,
Oh.
but we got the gist. We got the gist. So everyone
Okay.
jump on the call tonight. And this week we have calls, but next Monday we don't. Right. Okay, we'll be back on track next Tuesday, right, Robin? Next Tuesday.
What about the Monday after New Year's?
Oh, that's a good question. Are we
what,
not doing?
what,
That's Monday, that's January 2nd.
Yeah, January 2nd. Should we have calls on January 2nd? I don't know if we decided that. Robin, you're frozen again. We can't hear you.
Robin, it might help if you turn off your video and we could.
Maybe turn off, good idea. Turn off your video, Robin.
does that help?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Someone asked about the Power of the Patch calls. We won't have it on Christmas. And remember, guys, this is the time to get those guests on those calls. If you made director, so you can get that $500 bonus. We have to have those sheets in.
Say
That
that
should be
quickly.
the-
Which last day is the last Power of the Patch presentation? I was the one that was asking.
The 31st. What
31st.
day is that? It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday, but there's no
That's
Power of the Patch on
There's
that
no
day. So
power
it's
of
the
the
last
patch
one
call
on
on
Friday.
Saturday.
So it's
Is- is
Friday at
Saturday- is-
noon.
Probably. We'll have it all in the newsletter. So
Okay, thank you.
everyone will be clear. Okay?
Read the
Perfect.
Yeah.
newsletter. Yay.
And wear your headgear tonight. Okay?
Okay,
Autumnal
Robin,
headgear. It's the last
Robin,
Monday
what are
in
we
autumn.
doing tonight? Robin, we never heard what tonight is. I
Yes,
thought
I
it was
did
just,
share. I did share. We're going to be doing the questions.
oh, yeah, we just couldn't hear you. You
we
broke up.
couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're doing the
Kinda, sorta.
question.
Well, I'm going to
Completion
go
to
sit by the
completion.
router tonight.
Yes, please. And Robin,
Completion and creation. So be thinking about what?
Robin, did we say yes for
What, Michelle?
January 2nd? Are we having calls the day after New Year's?
What do you guys want?
Yes, please.
Guys, do you guys want to meet on the Monday after New Year's Day?
Us
Yeah.
gals do. Us
Get
gals
your-
do.
get started.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, we'll
Okay.
do it. We'll meet on
Guys
the
and
second.
gals. Woohoo.
Okay,
great.
very good. All
Okay.
right, everyone.
Okay. Thank you all. Have a
Love you.
wonderful, wonderful holiday,
everyone.
whatever you choose to do, and please stay warm. It's getting to -39 around here this week.
It was -7 last night when I was out playing in the snow.
Oh, my.
Crazy cold. So stay.
Okay, well, Gregory, you want to unmute everyone and we will say goodbye?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy last Monday of autumn 2022. Woohoo.
Thanks.
Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas, happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Happy Hanukkah.
Bye.
Bye.